So it's been a month since we all know what happened. And I keep asking myself, how am I going to do a video on someone I didn't know personally? But with what happened to you, it sure felt like I lost a family member. Isn't that crazy? All I remember was I was at work. I got on my first break. I read the headline, shot in the neck. I started praying. I get to my second break, an hour and a half later. Then I read what happened. Talk about being a wreck. I was upset. I was, sad. I was in disbelief. I was confused. But something inside me, changed that day because I told myself, okay, what's really going on, you know? And I started paying close attention on social media, and little by little, I'm starting to see things differently. Because before what happened, I was just minding my own business. That was it. And tragedy happened. Okay, now I'm starting to pay attention. Now I'm starting to see what's really going on. And all you did was have civil dialogue, right? Open dialogue. You did. The other people, not so much. The anger, the body language, the yelling, the cussing. It's like that saying, right? The loud one is the weak one in the room. You could tell right off the bat that, they couldn't control their emotions. And the crazy part, before what happened a month ago, I wasn't following you on social media simply because of that reason. I didn't want to be looking at your videos and me get upset over their ignorance. So I just went ahead. I'm like, you know what, Charlie? You do you. I respect you, but I don't want to be upset every day looking at these videos, right? Because of their ignorance. So there were a few that did have valid points, a few. But the rest, like, come on, grow up. You're acting like a kid. Their lack of emotional control wasn't there, clearly. But at the end, it's unfortunate to what happened to you, but you brought people together. You brought people to speak up now, right? At 31 years old, you left a legacy behind. And that's something that I learned 6 years back, is what am I gonna do to leave a legacy, or what am I gonna do to be remembered by, right? And you set that example. You set that standard, because, man, having an arena, for your service, like, man, I don't know anybody else that had that, right? At 31 years old, but your name will not be forgotten. Your legacy will live on. And Turning Point is just starting, right? It's just gonna explode, But we all know you're up in heaven right now, on the streets of gold. We're gonna continue that mission for you.